All right, let's get into this Illinois law, because this is fucking insane, Corey. Or is it? This is already a political, like, push-pull, left-right, Democrats and Republicans type of situation.
Right. Propaganda.
All right.
Agendas. You know how that shit go, man.
Yeah, I've been trying to get back to this already, but here we go. All right. On January 1st, 2023, Illinois will take its place in history when they become the first state to test out. All right. See, now I already don't like this because they're calling it the Purge as I'm reading it. All right. So Illinois has a new law in which they'll be eliminating cash bail.
Yeah, it's called the Safety Act.
Right. So the cash bail elimination, that's an incredible thing. There are plenty of people like we were watching a video before that say you got arrested for some petty crime and you were never convicted of the crime, and you've been waiting 8 years, 9 years, 10 years for a trial, and the only reason why you're sitting in jail is just because you couldn't make bail. Mm-hmm. A cash bail is a system where, of course, the bail has to be paid cash. That's self-explanatory. But in an instance where if someone doesn't have a cash bail, they have a regular bail and it's set at $10,000, they're able to post that 10%, pay $1,000 and get out. If you have a cash bail, you have to post the entire amount or you can't go. So if someone has a $10,000 bail, you'll sit until you can raise the entire $10,000. If that takes a year until your trial, 2 years until your trial, or however long, you'll sit until it's whatever. I listened to the lady say that she knew of people that were in there as long as 11 years waiting on a trial they had never been convicted for.
Yeah, she was a public defender. We watched a video of a public defender out of Cook County, which is in Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. So, yeah, she was just explaining how basically, you know, everything that she mentioned, how this is really kind of like a propaganda where they're really trying to deflect what's really going on.
Right. You want me to introduce the next part?
Yeah.
All right. So along with the removal of the cash bail system, 12 non-detainable offenses will be coming. So new offenses, offenses that were detainable and arrestable. It's for them to be able to hold you until your trial. Mm-hmm. They will now be non-detainable. Those offenses include things like second-degree murder, aggravated battery, arson, drug-induced homicide, kidnapping, burglary, robbery, intimidation, aggravated DUI, aggravated fleeing and eluding, drug offenses, and threatening a public official. That's a lot.
I mean, like, what? I don't even know where to start.
How do we feel about this being called a purge law?
I think calling it a purge law is excessive.
That's a little extreme. This is not the purge.
But I know why they're doing it. I know why they're naming it that, because that it's meant to give that effect.
Okay, when you say it, it's meant to give that effect. Okay, yeah.
But it's not really.
This is not really a purge law. What would happen, and it was explained, these people will be arrested, but they'll be able to make a regular bail, right, get out, and then they'll be able to wait their trial. And that's kind of how it should go.
Depending on the crime, I guess.
Yeah, now that's
like, you don't want murderers just getting booked and then getting out.
And that's how it's gonna go. What, murder in the second degree?
In the second degree, which
they're gonna get booked.
Be like self-defense, I guess. Is that kind of how they do second degree? I don't really know.
I'm not sure, but in an instance like this, it's just not gonna go the way people think as a purge. Yeah, if you get arrested for second degree murder, they're gonna set the niggas bail at like $350,000. Now you gotta post 35 to get out.
Yeah. Like, niggas don't got 35.
And you're not getting a 35. They're gonna sit you until the damn trial.
Yeah.
And there's still those things where you can still be sat on no bail.
Mm-hmm. Depending on the crime, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I say, bro, it's kind of just like a propaganda thing where let's call it the purge, let's scare, you know what I'm saying, scare tactics, I guess is what you want to call it. But If you do some dumb ass shit, you're still going to go to jail.
You're still gonna get arrested.
Like, you can't just think you're just gonna, cause some harm or put people in danger, take somebody's life, and you're not gonna go to jail. Like, that's not what this is.
And also to what you just said about it being propaganda, running an agenda, they're using a lot of these offenses as promotion to the media outlets. Mm-hmm. So you can see, oh my gosh, arson, aggravated battery, drug-induced homicide, second-degree murder, burglary, robbery. You're just gonna let this stuff run on the streets to where people vote against it. This goes to City Hall. They turn this around, but they want you to do that because they really don't give a fuck about that. They don't want the cash bail system reversed for black people. They don't want black people getting out on without cash bail. They want to be able to hold niggas as long as they can, so they pay the entire amount because they know niggas don't have the entire amount.
So let me ask you, is it they're wanting you to actually vote for this one? Like let's put this one in your face, tell you all about this one, make it, negative or not appealing. Just say if it's like on a ballot, you know what I'm saying? Let's dress this one up as negative, whatever the case may be, so you could vote for this one over here, for this choice on the ballot. Is that what this is?
No, the release of the cash bail, like it's the same thing. So if you vote for the cash bail system to be released, or that's what's being proposed, that on January 1st, 2023, Illinois will take place and do that law. They're wanting people to enact against it because no matter what, those two things come together: the cash bail and the 12 offenses. So if you let the cash bail go, you're letting these 12 offenses go too. Yeah. So if we put the cash bail, like we keep the cash bail, we're gonna keep these types of things off of the street type shit.
Got you. Okay. That makes sense.
When really, cops are gonna do what they're gonna do anyway.
Exactly.
So I really hope y'all don't look at this and vote towards that in Illinois. But
and this is
I don't live in Illinois.
I was gonna say, bro, this is in Chicago, fam.
But they know what they're doing by saying this. Yeah. We're gonna let this type of stuff run rampant in Chicago. Yeah, no, we know what's going on.
Yeah, bro, I kind of compared it to, it's not the same, but I compared it to, the state of Florida. They have the stand your ground law. Mm-hmm. And you know how that was passed. So obviously it's not the same type of law or bill, whatever you want to call it, but the way that they were able to loop that in and pass that shit, they kind of just slipped it under your nose, and then it just became a big thing with the Trayvon Martin. But like before that, a lot of residents of Florida didn't even know about stand your ground law. So it's kind of the same thing here. It's like, let's push this and tell you it's for this, but we really have like a hidden agenda.
Yeah, and we're gonna enact it when we need to use it.
Come on,
and we're gonna get George Zimmerman off, and then all the street niggas are gonna run around killing other street niggas before we never mind.
God damn.
Never mind. Jay-Z said
it. For real, dog.
But yeah, I was gonna get into